I don't know, because there's just too many people and it's using too much stuff and like,
too many resources.
Yeah.
The world can only support a certain, it struggles to support us. Like there's so many global issues as it is, and there's so many global issues as it is, and it's just such a big problem because people don't even think and they just use and chuck out, and like there's so many people in the world, and yeah.
Yeah. It's an issue because many people thinking about it. Yeah.
Well, first of all, we as human beings, creatures who have a vagina and we have a penis, and as you know, they attract each other. But I think the best thing to do, that what people should do, is to steer away from any elusive, lustful factors, such as looking at someone and saying, right, she's horny, I want to fuck her. Right, excuse me, but that's... so then, that produces a child, doesn't it? It can produce a child? Alright, that's about it.
Is overpopulation an issue? Yes, I'd say so. Maybe not yet, but about the year 2050, the third world countries, without necessary birth control and the education about what overpopulation is going to do, it's going to be phenomenal. I took a class in university that said that in the year 2050, the planet's looking to have about 9 billion people, and most of those are going to be from third world countries. And without knocking down some sort of barriers to entry, absolutely, you're going to have those third world countries just building and building and building, and the poverty is going to be worse and worse. And towns have already started building on water and drinking sewage and just horrible, horrible things. And so I think overpopulation is going to be quite the issue.
Well, I'm a firm believer in it, in not overpopulation, but in controlling population. And it's a personal thing. There's only so many commodities to go around, and if the population was less, we could all be having a higher standard of living. We live on T-bone steaks every day. There's plenty of food in the world. It's all a matter of supply and demand. If we reduce the demand, we can all have a higher standard of living.
Yeah, I think there is overpopulation. I think you need to give less booze to uni students and give them more condoms. I think that's one of the solutions.
We're here in an ethics and sustainability class, and we've been talking about overpopulation. What do you think about this? What does the word mean to you, overpopulation?
I think overpopulation just means too many people. Too many people populating our Earth with kind of a limited number of resources that we can't reproduce, and that we don't have kind of enough to sustain the current population at the rate that it's growing.
Yeah, I definitely think it is an issue for global sustainability. I think it's a huge issue that needs all the world's governments to start thinking about, and the population in general to start taking seriously.
There is a huge issue there. What can we do about it? What is the issue? What's the issue, John? The issue is that there's not enough resources for the people that are living here.
To supply not only like a physical level of kind of sustainability, but also an emotional one, because like ultimately it's not always the physical side of things that makes people become aggressive towards each other and for society to decay. So you got to look at the psychology of humanity as well as the amount of resources on the planet.
Yeah, no doubt.
And
mental health, neurosis creeps into our world.
I reckon more so in our generation, kind of it's more the energy understanding and the awareness of being spirits and fucking beings on the planet, rather than just being physical bodies that work 9 to 5 and fucking have a white picket fence in a car and go, this is reality, thank you very much.
So what about this is the kind of people here, what can we do to actually stop overpopulation? Well, I mean, you know, stuff like $7,000 baby bonus, that I don't know if that's appropriate. You know, issues like this.
Religion is a factor.
The problem is not necessarily with the amount of humans that live on the globe. It's more with what the humans are doing on the globe. I think that's the problem. So it's relationship to the land, relationship to Gaia, relationship to what we eat, and excrete. And where we excrete it, I don't think we would. Yeah.
Yeah, we should make education and contraception available all over the world. One of the big problems in the world today is that in societies where they would have 6 or 8 children and 2 of those children would survive now with technology and greater sort of access to health products and pharmaceuticals and whatnot, we're just able to keep those 6 or 8 children alive till the age when they can reproduce. So instead of that family producing 2 reproductive adults, they're now reproducing 8 reproductive adults. So it's that's where our population boom has come from. That's what's responsible for it, basically.
You can't just stop people having babies, and you can't just kill people.
Yeah. Like,
Can we say that?
it's just really difficult because you can't control every single person and tell every single person you can't have a baby or something. Like me, shut up, my mum's on the climate action team.
Overpopulation is not an issue if we can find food and a way of feeding people. It's very important to take into consideration to feed people, not to create another way to control people and population. It's fine to keep that in mind when we deal with these issues, and not to get too carried away with any other tangential issues that may surround it. So look at who's growing the food and who the companies are that's supplying them with the seed sources and exactly what crops they're wanting them to grow. Have a look at that. It's pure. It's no fact. Check that out yourself.
Yeah, I'm sure the environment will be affected. Yeah, and different parts of the world too.
No, I don't think it's an issue. And I think that the only thing that matters is if I think positively and feel positively. That's it.
Educate people about equity, about humanitarianism. Start at the bottom and work up, really. Equal distribution of wealth.
High five. Take 2.
Overpopulation.